We're living in a brand new world. The world is changing. Everybody can feel it around them. And one of the most important things that we have to do now is to protect the wealth of our families. So what's happening at the moment, I can speak about the UK because I know it more, but I'm sure this is happening right across the West, is that we're seeing that assets are being valued really, really highly. So if you have assets, if you own property, if you own land, if you own gold, or even if you own Bitcoin or stocks, then the system seems to be rewarding us. Ever more money is being printed, and a lot of that money flows into assets. So people who are asset rich continue to get rich. Whereas people who are earning a wage, people who went out to work in the steelworks like my father, they're becoming increasingly poor. So for the normal person, of which I regard myself, it's really, really important that we protect any assets that the family already has. One of the greatest assets in the UK that most families have is, of course, the house. So in the 1950s, the 1960s, and even into the 1970s, the cost of housing in the UK was cheap compared to other things. Most people were able to afford, most working people were able to afford a deposit and to get onto the housing ladder and buy their own home. And this happened on a small scale with terraced houses, semi-detached, detached houses. Compared to the prices now, it was incredibly cheap to buy a house. Now, for most working people, this is almost impossible. People are being priced out of the housing market. We've got huge companies buying up lots and lots of properties to charge rent. So it's no longer possible for people to get onto the housing ladder. And the housing ladder was one of the few ways that the normal working person, the normal person, was able to acquire an asset. So it's really, really important that we preserve our assets. Why am I mentioning this? Well, when our parents get to a certain age, often they need to go into a care home. Care homes need financing. And one of the ways that that's done is that councils will insist that the family home is sold to release equity to pay for the care home costs. We have to stop this happening. We have to protect our assets. Thanks to Bitcoin, there is a way to do this. We can, instead of selling our house to pay for care fees, we can sell the house, we can transfer it into Bitcoin, we can take out a Bitcoin loan, and we can protect the wealth of our family. Not only can we protect it, we can actually grow it. So if you have a parent or you're somebody who's worked hard all of their life in the steelworks or anywhere else like my father, to build and have got wealth because you've got an asset, which is a house, we have to protect this because we have to pass on that wealth to our children, to our grandchildren. We cannot let the state, the council, eat up the family's wealth, because this is probably the only chance we're ever going to have to build up assets, because it's becoming more and more difficult, because working people are taxed, assets are not taxed. And at the moment, it doesn't look as though this trend is going to change. So if you'd like to know more about the fantastic Bitcoin Care Home Protection Scheme that I've developed, you'll find other videos on my channel about this, and also below I've added a few links. Also, if you like the video, please, I would of course appreciate, like everybody else, a like, or even a subscription, or most importantly, actually, I'd love to hear what you think. I want to engage with you. I want to hear what you have to say. What are your thoughts on this? Can we protect our family's wealth? I hope you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, I look forward to making some more. Bye-bye.